So let's talk about Nintendo's E3 Direct this year. A lot of people were disappointed, and I was a bit disappointed too, but nobody seems disappointed about what was announced, but rather for what wasn't announced. People expected Metroid Prime 4, Animal Crossing, Mario Maker, all that stuff, and we got nearly nothing that we didn't already know about. I'm pretty sure Nintendo completely forgot that the Yoshi game even existed. Like in 2022, someone at Nintendo is just gonna say, oh shoot, we forgot Yoshi, and the game's been done for 5 years, they just forgot to release it. I feel like the presentation would have been a lot more exciting if they hadn't revealed Pokemon Let's Go 2 weeks prior to E3, and instead revealed it at E3. If all the third-party games like Fortnite Paladins and Overcooked 2 weren't leaked a week before E3, and if we didn't get so many teasers for games that weren't going to be mentioned ever again. But forget all that, and let's analyze what actually was at Nintendo's E3 Direct, starting from the very beginning. Daemon X Machina. This game confused me so much. It seemed so unlike Nintendo to start with a mech action game with intense music blaring in the background, but they did. Then the trailer ended so abruptly, it was hilarious. I think this commenter said it best. They showed gameplay of this game at the tree house, but that just made me more confused, so I don't even know what to expect. We'll see what this game has to offer in like a year. Then there was Xenoblade DLC, which seems reasonable, you know, with the other games, the other big games on Switch getting DLC, but there's one game, you know, the one with over 10 million sales, you know, the one which everyone wants DLC for. Look, I know there are a lot of Xenoblade fans, but why is this a priority over this? Then Reggie comes in a few minutes too late and talks about Pokemon Let's Go, which would have been a great game to reveal, but we didn't get anything new. Wait, what's that? A trailer for a game that we had no prior knowledge of? Super Mario Party actually looks pretty good. The game was a bit overlooked because of its weird placement in the Direct, but for the people that took time to look at it, they fixed a lot of stupid things that were in Mario Party 10. For one thing, the stupid car is gone. The car made it feel less like a board game and more of a, let's just roll dice and see what happens game. It was complete luck except for the minigames, but it doesn't even matter anyways because at the end of the game, they just give everything to the person in last place. So what's the point of even playing? Another cool feature in Super Mario Party is that each character gets their own unique dice, which you can choose to roll instead of the regular dice. There's also going to be online, which took way too long to be added to a Mario Party game, but we have no idea how that's going to work. As long as the online is pretty nice and the minigames aren't too gimmicky, I think it'll be a pretty nice game. Fire Emblem Three Houses was next, and I've never played a Fire Emblem game before, so I can't really judge this one. Something I noticed though is that looking down at the ground and selecting the units in battle and stuff looked pretty plain and pretty bad actually. I know the game isn't coming out for a while, but usually footage in trailers is better looking than the actual game. So I'm a bit concerned. Also, rest in peace 2018 release date.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Whoa, it's Fortnite. What a surprising event. It's not like the game had been leaked and data mined several times in the last month, practically confirming the release of this game. It's still a really great addition to the Switch, and I like how they released it on the same day as the Direct. Rest in peace PS4 and Switch cross-play Fortnite players. If you watch some of our other videos, you'll get to know that we really like Overcooked, and so I'm pretty happy that Overcooked got a time slot at the Direct. Also, that August release date is much sooner than I thought. They mentioned online in the treehouse, but didn't show anything of it, even though I think that's the biggest addition to the sequel. Killer Queen Black and Hollow Knight are also pretty cool, but there's nothing that got me too excited there. We then got this rapid-fire list of games coming to the Switch, with the weirdest thing being that Octo expansion, which was literally coming out the next day, had absolutely zero information on it, and we had a summer 2018 release date. I mean, technically they weren't wrong when they said it was coming out in summer 2018, but this could have gotten people so much more excited if they had shown a trailer or something. This game Ninjala showed up for a split second, and they could have shown more of that too. I'm still a bit glad though that they didn't spend a bunch of time on Mario Tennis Aces. After what felt like a Nintendo Switch advertisement, we got the Smash 5 portion of the Direct, or should I say Smash Ultimate. It was 17 minutes in, and I didn't watch the Direct live, so I had seen that there was still a while left. I was a bit surprised that they were showing Smash in the middle of the Direct and not at the end, but then at the 39-minute mark of the 42-minute Direct, I suddenly realized that this was actually the last thing that was going to be shown. While I do love Smash, they spend way too much time on stupid things like costumes, assist trophies, and aspects of individual characters that could have been saved for the treehouse.
Just like before, you can play as Cloud in his Final Fantasy VII costume or his Final Fantasy VII Advent Children costume. When Olimar gets damaged, you'll see a crack in his helmet. But don't worry, it'll get fixed up right away. At first glance, Wii Fit Trainer seems the same, but her face has a new look.
Also, why is there this launch star that just shoots you off the map? Like, how is that helpful? I do like some of the changes, such as adding Battlefield and Omega variations to every map, as well as changing the way the blocking works. As for the everyone is here idea, I feel that there were reasons that some of these characters were taken out. Now with Echo characters, there's no reason to have Pichu, Young Link, and Dr. Mario be separate playable characters that take up a space in the roster. Also, now they could add Sans as Ness's Echo character. Overall, I feel like this was somewhat of a disappointing direct. There was a lot of stuff to think, oh shoot, it's Ridley. Yeah, so all in all, this was a pretty great E3.